Hey everybody. Okay, 8 days until beta. We have 2 hours left in the stream already. Hey Hideo. Yeah, 8 days until beta. This morning is weird. Adam forgot to early. Oh yeah, because of the DST thing. Thanks Hideo. Oh, what? Oh. Okay. I gotta manually type out gift. Hey Noxa. Hey Jupiter. I gotta run start Twitch AHK. There. Got it. Now, what I really hope is that this stupid key was at. Okay, let me turn off my monitor for a second. I gotta do something really fast. Because, yeah, this thing. Okay, there. Yeah, what was the other thing? Man, there's a ton of stuff going on right now. Like a ton of stuff going through my head, and I gotta write down as much as I can remember here. So ordered a 1080p monitor. Say goodbye to the 1050 command. So there was one other thing I wanted to do. Oh yeah, start Karnak, which actually should have happened already. Why does that thing not start it? Start Twitch AHK. Did I even start this? Yeah, it did. What the heck is going on? Start Twitch AHK has this Karnak thing right here. I don't get it. What happened? Set Karnak, task list, echo error level. Why so early? It's the change in DST. Had a good weekend. Did Friday afternoon off stream work went well? Okay, so let's talk about. Yeah, this should have started this. Something's going wrong here. I think we do it this way and this should fix it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Yeah, so I fixed that command. Let me talk about Friday really fast. So Friday, just the morning sucked. I went offline. I took a nap. I was super tired. And then after the nap, I started working again. This was really slow to get started, and it ended up going like decently well, I'd say. So I'll show you guys what I ended up doing. I have less than 2 hours in today's stream so far, and I do want to come back in the afternoon, but we'll have to see how that goes. Hey Timon, hey yo. I did have a good weekend. Yeah, the weekend was pretty productive. There were a couple of videos that I produced that I posted on Discord. One of them is anyway. We got to dive into this. I'm gonna just talk a mile a minute, and anyway, let's get into this because a lot of this will become apparent as we go. But I don't feel like I can do this stream at a relaxed pace right now. So let's try to be like Sonic the Hedgehog. Got to go fast. So this morning is weird. Oh hey Zip Tie, welcome back. Hey Mitch. There, that's the best one for Zip Tie. Welcome, troll. Not because he is a troll, but because he uses the Adam troll face instead of saying hi. So 8 days until beta. This morning is weird. Adam forgot Adam thought an appointment was on Tuesday. That is actually today. So when uptime is like a little under 2 hours, he has to go. In that time, he's going to work on preparing for beta, likely with some audio-related tasks. Hey, Blackburn. Can't even sneak in. Yeah, so let's go take a look. We have the new What is Botland video, V3. I'm going to paste this into chat right now. I've got to update this everywhere. So there are 3 places, I think it is, and we need to go find all of those places and update them. So one is the FAQ, one is a command, and one is my Twitch page, I think. So I don't care about this. What is Botland? Here it is. Yeah, I gotta go update that. Edit panels. Well, 2 hour stream, but since people don't know the uptime typically, like, that's why I put that there. Where is the What is Botland video? Here it is. Okay. So submit that. So that should be updated. Now for this one, what is Botland all about? This video, which is no longer that length. What is the length of this video? 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Am I going to be on later? Yeah, I plan on it. I'd like to be. I don't know what's going to happen exactly. And so yeah, the tentative plan is to be online later, definitely. So this video, which is 2M50S, it's relatively dated, not anymore. And I want to trim this down too. First, you create bots with hardware like missiles or cloaking. Sure, after that you write scripts for them. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's good enough for right now. The next thing that we have to do is update the botland command. M50S. Hey G240. Yeah, you know, I should add a command about DST. Okay, let's do that right now. Adcom DST. The reason why Atom is so early is because of DST in the EU. It happens a week before it does in the US. So the streams will be early until November 5th or 6th, I think. 5th, I'll just say. Hey, Blueberry King. Okay, so that's been added. Anywhere that you guys see the old What is Botland video, except for on YouTube, of course, but if you type What is Botland, okay, whatever, I messed that up. There's a V2. If you guys see this video anywhere public facing, please let me know, because I need to update this. In fact, one of the things I should do is go update this video and say that there's a new one. Now, I should unlist this video. Yeah, there's no reason for me to have this online, is there? Hey, Tim. Stupid Americans, always late to everything. Yeah, let's go unlist the old videos. I don't think there's a reason to have them anymore. How do I even do this? Oh, this is going to be something that's a little bit harder to do than... Yeah, because I have all my videos here. But if I type what is botland... Actually, if I just type what, I wonder what happens. Yeah, there it is. So what is botland v2? We need to edit that one. And then what is boatland? And what is botland? That one. So we're going to edit both of those. Disappear to watch your video. Okay, so we'll unlist. And instead we'll put a link to the new one. Update 10/30/2017. Unlisting this video since there's a new one out. Okay, there. And we'll do the same thing. I don't know why this has been listed for the longest time, but unlisting this video since there's a new one out. Good. All right. Now, just out of curiosity, why does it say I have a notification here? For no good reason. Yeah, so like I said, if you guys ever see the old video, just let me know. I'm going to put this up here. Okay, thanks, Hideo. Updated what is botland v2 to what to v3. If you find the old video somewhere, please let me know so that I can update it. You're right, Banana. The first one ever. Just subtract 22 hours from that. Yeah, hey Ski Dog. I know. The 1080p monitor is finally going to happen. Yeah, this is the news that I don't tend to really advertise a whole lot. If I ever scroll to the top of this file, you guys see it. But yes, as of yesterday, I ordered a 1080p monitor. If you have always wondered why is there 30 pixels of blank space on the top and bottom, it's because of that. But also, actually, even the horizontal resolution is 1680, not 1920. So, alright. Did I update the today command already? Yeah, I did. And then this has been done. Okay, what else do we have? Oh yeah, there's another hang on a second. Yeah, there's a very interesting news item here. So there is a Super Mario Sunshine and now newly an Odyssey streamer named Bouncy Boy, who, by the way, I might as well give a shout out to. I don't even know if he's here. I don't know who else is here right now, but yeah, he agreed to stream Botland, and he has a relatively large audience. So when he streams Mario, he gets about like somewhere between 500 and 700 people watching. And what he's going to do is he's going to do a lead in from Mario to Botland on that day that I release beta. It'll be much later than I normally end the stream. So I normally stop streaming at like 5 my time. So he streams, well, wait a second, what is the time he's going to do this? He's at 10 or 11 his time. So he'll be doing Botland at about like 7 or 8 my time. So it'll be 2 to 3 hours after my stream ends. Oh, that'd be awesome, ZipTie. Yeah, and I will write myself a note to reach out to you too. Talk to ZipTie about streaming Botland, and I'll copy paste this so that I've got something showing that you did say that you would do this. I'll ignore the kappas. Okay, see you, Mitch. Okay, so yeah, one of the things that happened as of this time was agreed to stream Botland on November 7th. It will be at about 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern time, i.e. 2 to 3 hours after Adam normally ends his stream. You know what? I'm not going to write this in. I'll just say 7 or 8 Pacific time. He'll be playing Mario beforehand. Remove probably. Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah. Say definitely and say that I'm getting paid for him to stream it. Sounds good. Oh yeah, there's another thing I started to do. So yeah, this is a lot of like, let's wrap up the loose ends. And it's going to be this way for a while where we're going to do something like this. So Giant Bomb is what Twitch uses for its directory listings. Well, partially what it uses. And yeah, unfortunately, Botland doesn't exist on there. So I sent them an email on, I think, Saturday. And they say that they'll get back to you in like a few hours. Well, they have not gotten back to me, and it's been a long time. But then again, they probably mean during business hours. Hey, EJ. Hey, Phony Fruit. Yeah, I still got to figure out what's going on with that. It might happen today. Yeah, okay. So we have some things to start working on. Excuse me. One thing I'm going to do really fast here is the typical just go cache all the items on my to-do list if it's quick enough to do. Otherwise, I'll have to do this later. Yeah, so finished bugs, for example. None of this should be here. I don't know how to not make these items. I think it's going to screw up if I try to do this. Man. Okay, let's just change these to equal signs, I guess. Note, for the sake of my to-do list below, I had to change the hyphens on arguments to equal signs. So if you need the command, change them back. Hey, partial data. Have not seen you in quite some time. What's up? Streamer from the past not using 1080p. Oh, man. Hey, Orange Ray. Orange Ray, did I send you a message? I could have sworn I had. I don't know if you saw it because I don't remember where I sent it even at this point. You moved, got married, etc. Wow, nice. I mean, what's the etc. at that point? Like, moved, got married, became the president of a country. These sound like big things. Congrats, by the way. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you had a blog and you linked at the time to, I mean, I think she was your girlfriend, not your fiance at the time, but you linked to her blog as well. I remember none of the content, by the way, but I remember that this was a thing. Okay, so yeah, some of the beta prep stuff is done too. I'm gonna have to clean this up just quickly for right now. Ah, that is her. Okay. Yeah. Because I was going to say, it's possible that was just somebody else at this point and you got married to a different person. Oh, I see, Orange Ray. Gotcha. Not sure if you were aware because you emailed someone to Giant Bomb, but there are automatic submissions. Oh, yeah, I just used the wrong word. I used the automatic submission process. Hey, Turbo Dave. Okay, so at some point today, we had to finish cleaning up the to-do list. Finish cleaning up the missed items from the to-do list. So I want to show you guys something. This is something I worked on over, maybe, let me just take a look at these things. Yeah. Okay. This is something I worked on over the weekend, and I'm actually really happy with how this worked. This is something Ski Dog had suggested to me. Let me restart this thing. Okay, I need my headphones for this. I don't know how loud this is going to be, so you might want to preemptively mute me. Let's take a quick look. Oh, it's not loud at all because it's turned off. Okay, so first of all, how is this balanced relative to my voice? Can you hear the music at all? Like, is this good? Is it bad? Because this is the probably quieter music in the game. And if it's good, this is fine. Hey, Najee. Yeah, so check this out. And when you go into the arena now, we play this music track. And so listen to where it is in the tune. And then percussion's gonna kick on and the melody. Now, when I leave this screen and come back, it'll fade in right back to where it was. So check this out. So I think that is much better than a harsh transition back and forth that it used to have. So I want to do this with all the different music tracks. But yeah, I definitely think that's a good... Hey, Mr. Jin. I think that's a really good change. Now, I committed some coding sins in order to do that. So that's what we're going to try to fix up in the next hour and a half. Yeah, I think this is going to be really good. And I think I'm going to do it with all of the music tracks except for the battle music. The battle music, I feel like if that just immediately started, that'd probably be fine. And then there's a little bit of mixing we still have to do. But that music has been cleaned up a lot. There's one other thing that I did I spent a lot of time on too. I'll show you guys that if I can quickly. I made a post on Discord about this. But let me show you guys... Yeah, well, you'd see them as I open up the code. Okay, so this is Audacity. It's a program for messing around with waves. And check this out. Before I did anything over the weekend, here's what this music looked like just as a waveform. So that's the builder music, and then let's look at Robo Hustle, which is the battle music. So you can see this peaks at an average of like 0.3 maybe, and this peaks at an average of like 0.7. So the problem that a lot of people were running into is that you'd be listening to this music, you could barely hear it, so you turn up the sound, and then you'd start a battle and your ears would bleed. So what I did is I ran them through a normalization process that you can do with FFmpeg. It's a dual pass process. So first you take one pass over the file and you find what the parameters should be set to. Then you take another pass over the file and you use those parameters to actually set them. So now take a look at what we result in. This used to peak at about 0.3. Now you can see on average it's like, I don't know, 0.4 or something. And this one on average is 0.5. So they have been normalized. The only problem is I have not done this normalization process with sounds as well. So sounds are still a bit too loud. Now, one of the ways I can try to get around this is by setting the default sound level to like 20% and set the music level to 100%. But I imagine most people are going to find this weird. And they're going to be like, oh, that seems pretty low. Let's crank that up. And then, yeah, that's not good. So we've got to do the rest of that process. There are those two things, and they're not going to be quick, I think. So yeah, this, normalize all the sound effects. That's what I've got to do. So that is what we're going to work on. I wrote a program to do this, and now I don't remember where it is. Oh, it's in Botland Tools. So modules, Botland Tools, process audio. This is it. Yeah, so I wrote this file. What this does, for each music file, it normalizes it with FFmpeg, then it converts it to MP3, then it converts MP3 to WebM. So what we end up with is a normalized WebM, a normalized MP3, and also a JSON file saying where these sound sprites are. Just make the slider 100% equals 20%. I actually thought about something like that, but I feel like that's a last ditch effort. That's if I wanted to launch beta in like an hour and I needed to do something. Oh, Ingrid, welcome back. Thanks for resubbing. All right. Like I said, sorry I'm bouncing all over the place today. So the next thing we need to do is process all of the sounds. Yeah, there's no welcome orange. I think that's the one that we don't have something for. I think at one point we had welcome lights. No, welcome rave is what it was, and it had the light emotes. So yeah, there's a ton of these things, and I don't remember what process I even used for this. I had a bunch of steps written out here that were just manual, and I want to remove as many of these as possible. So let's see. No, when I used to have caffeine, I get super jittery. Everything's starting to work itself out. Just been really busy with work and kid activities. Daughter turned 1 last week. Oh wow, happy birthday to her. And also been traveling a lot for work. Yeah, no, I'm not like, I wasn't trying to rush you into giving me a response or something like that. I just want to see if everything is okay. So I'm glad to hear that it is turning out to be okay. Nice. We have a happier party emote. We don't use Feels birthday man. Okay, so produce game and UI sounds, CD into sounds, and then change them into, what does this do? This gives me JSON files. I think it might also give me MP3s. We need to look into this. Turbo Dave. I mean, imagine if you were very peppy every single day like this. I'm going to run this command on just something in here, I guess. We have input for all of the different sound projectiles, and that produces them to temp/game. Yeah, let's go try this out. A dialog box says sound effects are really loud. Are you sure you want to crank them up? And you say no. Yeah, I got a haircut, Fled, and hey. So this is an input, and we want to do this process one directory up. So let's do that. And I don't know what this is going to produce. Okay, so it made a wave file. So then something else converts them to MP3s. Where is that? This apparently. FFmpeg does that? So then I must have written that here too. Yeah, FFmpeg. What was the colon? That's actually a pretty clever trick that someone told me a long time ago. If you ever have a command typed out, so let's say you got some like destructive command and you've got a bunch of arguments, a bunch of args that you don't want to retype. And you're like, oh, you know what? I don't know if this was supposed to have an apostrophe or not. I don't want to delete this. I don't want to have to copy paste it. So you go to the beginning and you just put a comment character, which on Windows is colon, and on Bash would be a £. And there, that's it. Now you can go figure out what it is, and then later you come back to it and you're like, oh, it turns out you do need the apostrophe, and you put that in, and then you run the command. So that's actually really helpful. Nice little pro tip there. Okay, so this process just produces JSON files. We still need to do this, but we need to do this after we have normalized everything. Yeah, the important thing to know there is exclamation point, exclamation point. All right, let me take a look at this then. So I normalize and I convert to MP3 with audio sprite. That's not what this does. What? Yeah, what? What did I do here? Weird. Very weird. I run audio sprite and -E. What does that do? Well, I guess I could just do this. You use the regular Resident Sleeper. Exported file types. Comma separated extension list. So why didn't I do this for this one? Yeah, here I specifically export them as waves. God, I wonder why. why I did that. Okay, well then what we want to do is we want to normalize sound effects first, then convert to MP3, and then run Audio Sprite to get JSON files. And then what do we do? Game UI JSON. And then we get WebM files as well. Okay. Convert to WebM. Oh boy. So yeah, sounds are processed slightly different from music then. I guess we'll get rid of process all music. And we'll write a return process all sounds. Yeah, and we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. Botland input files are an input music. That's not gonna be correct anymore. Okay, we gotta change this. Yeah, anywhere that this is used. Oh, that's only in 2 spots. Okay, that won't be so bad. So const music folder name equals music. Let's capitalize name. Then here, this path is gonna be, let's just put sounds base folder is this. And then we can just do path.joins for all these things. A botland stream overlay. No, you don't have to do that. I don't know how long people are actually going to play the game when they stream it, because a lot of people, this will be their first time playing it, and they might be like, huh, this is not what I expected, and then just stop playing the game. So yeah, we'll have to see how that works. So this is path to the input files. Path to the temp files will be sounds base folder temp. And then temp music files is the temp and then music, which should just be music folder name. So where I was using input files before, this needs to change to the input music file, like path to botland input music file. I don't know. Don't care. Music folder name. Yeah, and then we use this here and here. And that should hopefully continue to work. The other thing we need is, well, this is going to be kind of problematic. The music folder is the only thing. Oh, we should probably sort this into music, game, and UI. I feel like that's the only thing that's going to make sense here. And then we can combine all these later somehow. Oh man, it's a good thing I did the smartest thing I've probably done in weeks by doing this. I made a folder that contains what everything should look like. And unfortunately, I think this is all going to change, but let's go try some stuff out. So here's what we'll do. We'll go rename the input folders so that they're game. And in game, we put this, this, and this. And then UI is just going to be like that. Okay, good. That's fine. So then we use our favorite command. If you've ever been on Kitboga's stream, you've seen this, the tree command. We actually have a purpose for this time. So we're going to put this in here, and we're going to say full steps. Your input folder should look something like this. And we should probably lowercase this as well. Tree. It's the perfect time to use that mode. There. Yeah, let's lowercase everything. That way this isn't any different on Linux machines. Or well, case sensitive file systems, I should say. So attack hits, defense, explosions, and projectiles. Also, fun fact, if you're pressing F2 to rename something and you get done with a folder and want to go to the next one, you can just press tab and shift tab. So you can switch between them. Pretty helpful. I can't roll my R's. Okay, we are now going to, well, we're going to lowercase these as well, I guess, which means I could just take that tree command again. Let's go find it. Got it. Trying to scam myself. There's a one-time fixation charge. How did I not know about tabbing between those? Yeah, it's pretty nice. But it comes in handy maybe like 4 times a year for me. So I still remember it, but I don't have to use it that frequently. Oh, for that Blueberry King, you should probably have used a utility or something. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's correct as well. What Banana just said. You can batch rename them. Okay, so normalize sound effects first. Now we have completely different folders for this stuff. So, hey Pickle, it is still an input, but we need to do something a little bit different. So this will be path to, oh, we gotta do this with games. So function process all sounds. Let me take some things here. So game sounds folder name, and then UI sounds folder name. So this is game, and this one is UI. Younger me was not smart. So process all sounds of type. So we'll put the type here. And then process all sounds is just gonna, is there a reason to do this? I don't think there's a reason to do this. No, we'll just put, we'll put sound folder names, and we'll just do it this way, game and then UI. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason for this to be any different. Process all sounds of type. Good. So then this, what this is going to do is going to get sound promises equals map all of these, sound folder name, except for those are reversed. And we say return this dot process sound name. Process all sounds of type. Maybe we should, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then at the end we return all of that. Bulk rename utility. Yeah, I've heard of things like that. I think that happens a lot when you have tons of pictures or music files. And outside of those, you typically don't tend to need something like that. All right, things are getting real. We're raising the desk, taking off the hoodie. Then we're going to return all these sound promises. You know what? I'm going to change. These are the little things that I try to do here just to make things easier for myself. But we'll reverse sound and music. He's going to fight someone. Yeah, so now I can change this. I will. So done processing. Previously we just wrote files. Let's put music files. And then same thing here, sound files. So error processing sound files. There we go. Okay, so process all sounds of type. So now get path to botland input sound files. Path to input sound files, I guess. This will be the path to the input files slash, I guess we really should just write this here, huh? But this isn't going to be correct. We need to recursively find everything in this directory. I wonder if perchance Node gives this to us, because that'd be kind of nice. I doubt it. I don't know why they would. Is there any recursive function in here? Watch? Nah, that's it. Okay, well, let's see here. So path to input sound files. We get the path to this. Let's make sure this is even correct. And then let's just delete all these things and return promise.result. Now, process all sound. Actually, this should just work. Let's just go try this out. So modules, botland, tools, process, node main. And it fails immediately because there's no this parameters anywhere. Yeah, there we go. So it got the game folder and the UI folder. You'd make a great Street Fighter zip tie. Input file names is not defined. Yeah, done processing. This wouldn't really be able to tell us how many got done processing. This would be something to be over here. And even then, it's not really that important, I guess. Hey, Mimron, how you doing? Process all sounds in folder. Okay, looks good. So this will just prevent us from getting an error. Except for I still don't have this thing defined, so I guess we'll get rid of that for now. Yeah, game and UI. So now we need to find every file underneath there. But this is gonna break how I do things. I use smooth peanut butter, but I don't mind crunchy. Let's see. I think the way that I had done this is I assumed that a lot of this would be relative paths to files, and that's all gonna have to change. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to change. Path to input sound files. Yeah, because we need to, so to do fetch all paths underneath this folder. 10 out of 10. You better drink a lot of water or something. Oh, that's a good substitute for lunch. Yeah, so path to file is used for all this stuff. What I want to see is how does that look? Ah, they are full paths. That's actually really good. Yeah, so let's write this. So list all children recursively. Folder name. Well, I guess just list all children. Folder name. Excuse me. So what is this thing called? Read dir sync. Children equals read dir sync, and then for each, actually we could just do this, const sub children. Excuse me. Actually, I wonder how to return null from here. Or whatever, we could just map it this way. So how do we tell if something's a directory? Exists. Is there like an is directory? Stat maybe? Yeah, let's just look this up. Yeah, lstat sync is directory. Okay. Yeah, so if this thing is a directory, is directory path, return this. Yeah, just path is fine. So if child is directory, that's not how that works. So this is child paths, I guess, and this is sub-child paths. You can provide console.log with multiple arguments. Yeah, I do know about that. I use that only when I have two arguments and one of them is an error object, and I should probably just change that. So if this is a directory, then what we're going to do is we're going to return list all children on that directory. Otherwise, we are not going to do anything. And what we'll end up with is something. I'm not sure what this will look like. This will probably be an array with a bunch of nulls in it. And then we're going to do this here. We're going to say list all children and then pass in the sound folder name, path to input sound files. How do you collapse multiple cursors? How do you, like, you have a bunch of them and you want to get rid of them? You just press escape. I spy a missing semicolon. I don't see it. There. You could have told me where it was. Had to scan through all my code. You're a bad linter. LStat. Binding. What is this stuff? I just copy pasted something. I probably shouldn't have done that. Do we not have this? fs.lstat sync. Then what went wrong here? Oh. Oh. That is totally wrong. Process audio. How did that even happen? Path to... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Perry. What folder are we trying to do this in? The correct one. So we do this. Child paths is directory. List all children. This... Oh, I see what's going to happen here. Yeah. This is the wrong total path. So const full child path equals path.join folder name. It's not really folder name though, is it? No, it's like path to folder. Hey, Puka. And then we use the full child path here. Nice, probably. Is that nice? I don't think so, because we never returned. We need to return all of these. And if this wasn't the case, well, let's just try it. Artillery, EMP, landmine. Is that everything? I don't know how many of these are supposed to be. Yeah, that's a good question. How many files are underneath here? Wowter. 14 months. Welcome back. Thank you for resubbing. In Wowter, it doesn't happen on a daily basis. Come on. Even today, yeah, my schedule will be a little bit screwed up. I'm hoping to be back after lunch. So it'll just be like an extended lunch break almost. Hey, Pixel. Yeah, but thanks for resubbing, Walter. So yeah, how many files are there underneath here? 51. I wonder how many of these we got. Yeah, we got 51. Wow. Okay, well, I guess that worked. So then this should also print out a second time with UI folder. And I don't think that part worked. How many are in here? 9. And did we get any? 9 we did not. I don't know where it tried to listen though. I think it was here, yeah. That shouldn't... Oh, because it didn't list out child paths, I see. No, it's just to rubber duck debugging, Orange Ray. I just had an emote slot and I wanted to use it for something. Okay, cool out there. Do you have any preference over these two coding styles? I've noticed you use both, I think. Yeah, I have my preference is when this is going to be tabbed in a little bit more to prefer doing things this first way. And the reason why is that way you don't end up having just a bunch of blank space before you finally get to your code. So that's what I prefer. Did you already have these, Turbo Dave? Presidential ducks? What's that in the background? Oh my god, it's his Amazon key. I'm gonna start mining Bitcoin. It's not his Amazon key, but come on. Come on, everyone. Let's use our imaginations. Got it. So we have 9 of those, and then those are all screwed up. Well, looks good. So now what we have to do is flatten this array, and actually maybe that's all we have to do. And return this at some point. child paths concat. Well, we could do it this way. So const all paths equals concat child paths flatten subchild paths. I think it's something like this. We'll test it out. And we'll also print out the size of this thing. So we got 106, which is way off because of all these nulls. And then we got 18 here, again because of all those nulls. This ideally wouldn't return anything then. So let's just do it this way. Let's say subchild paths equals just an array. And then here we can do a for each. And we could say this subchild paths dot, what is it called? Extend? Concat? Yeah, concat. And you have to set that equal to that. There's no like at all. Okay. Yeah, I could concatenate them here. Yeah, there's just push. I could just use that. I could just say map. I guess this is going to give me all these paths anyway, huh? Go through each one of these. If it's directory, get all the children and add that here. Subchildren descendant. And I guess the simplest way to do this would just be this way. And then we don't need to do this any longer. And we don't even need this. And then we return child path. Let's see if that works. Oops. I'm getting 4 extra entries? Wait, 55? Was that the number I was supposed to have? No, it's 51. Where are these extra ones coming from? Oh, probably because of the folders? Are those getting listed there? Yeah, they are. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. Yeah, I see what I'm doing wrong. Amazing how I managed to mess this up. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll say child paths, and then we'll say file paths. So if it's directory that way, otherwise push child path. Can't assign to a constant. Okay, and then the only thing I messed up was this. Yeah, nice, I did it, finally. Do I eat string cheese in large bites or peel it like a normal human? I used to peel it, but that's too much work, so now I just don't buy string cheese. Yeah, re-add dir. I don't know why they didn't capitalize dir there. Well, we finally got this working. So next, we'll have listed all of these. We get the child paths. And then, oh, the child paths need to be the full paths. Which means this isn't going to work for us. Is that better? Let's print this out like this. This will make it much more obvious to us whether I did this correctly. Yeah. Okay. So we have 50 sound files. Now we have their entire paths. And then 9 over here for the UI sounds. No, I peeled the banana into little strings. How do I prevent this from happening? Bots are dumb. Basically, script figured out for me. So these are your bots? They're going off to the right? Is there some global search for bot? So yeah, searching for a bot is based on your bot's vision range. So there are a couple things you can do. The easiest solution is just use this one, just the figure it out for me defense version. That should make it so that your bots do whatever stuff they have. So like missiles, melee, and shield. We'll just put down a few of these bots, and I'll show you what this does. The bots won't move unless they can see an enemy. So like here you can see this moving closer so that it can fire its missiles, but these other ones are stationary. So you could do that. That's one of the simplest things you can do to fix this. The other thing you can do is, like, you can take this, figure it out, the expanded form. Oh, this doesn't exist for you, does it? I haven't uploaded a new version of Botland in a couple days because it's going to break everything. I don't think you have access to this, in which case I can't suggest this to you. Let me take a look. No, you don't have it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was going to say you could just take this, and at the bottom where you have the pursue stuff, just get rid of all of that. So here I could just get rid of the move too, and there, now my bots won't move. Yeah, sure, Mimiron. Definitely. I think people will eventually hire just based on Botland ranking. Well, now we have all of the paths in this folder, so this will be fine. This returns an array of strings, full paths to all descendants of this folder, to all file descendants of this folder. Yeah. And this is a string, and the rest of this doesn't matter. I don't know why that happened. Can we give vanity URLs? Huh, interesting. I don't know, maybe eventually. Okay, so now that we have this, what we need to do is run through this process, normalize the sound effect, and I have a normalize with FFmpeg here, so I should be able to just produce this. This takes path to input and path to output. Hey, null pointer. Yeah, there's about an hour left in the stream for right now. Just FYI to anybody, because this is an unusual day. Then I hope to be back after lunch because there is a ton of work. Hey, Nuffly. Nuffly, I like how you named your DigitalOcean droplet. Nufflet. So here we're going to get process sound and get a bunch of sound promises. So we get these child paths. So I can get the database on update when logged in with a different user. Ooh. Turbo Dave, that's not true. What are you talking about? You have 4 ducks on your desk right now. I'm pretty sure they're the most technical of all of us. Unless you're a liar. Unless that's not really your Amazon key here. Can't you just talk to these guys? Rubber duck ranting. So this will be sound file paths. And we're going to get rid of this. I'm going to take each one of these. We don't need to make path to file here, because this already is a path to file. And we're going to run process sound on that, and then run all of the promises. And I want to do this the same way I did it for music, except for it doesn't exactly work the same way, but I guess we can do this here. So done processing, sound file path, there. And if there's an error, I don't think we need to do anything there, because we already have a catch right here. Plus it's just a command line tool. Great, so process all sound in folder. Okay, well, process sound doesn't exist, so let's go make that thing. Path to sound file, path to file. Let's look at process music for some inspiration. And when I say inspiration, I mean some copy paste. And there we go. So now what do we do? File name and extension. Temp output location. Path to Botland temp music files. Yeah, that's not going to work. We need to get the directory that this is in, the last directory that this is in. Create the GUI interface. Insomnia. Okay, well there's a way to do this. I don't remember what the function is called. Dir name. Well, that's a pretty easy function. Except for this isn't exactly what I want the last one of these. So I want just ASDF. There's probably a way to do that. Let's find out. So path.dirname A, B, C, D, E, F dot txt. So this will give us A, B, C, D, E. What I want is just the E. I wonder if there's a way to do that. Base name. No, base name is just the file. Actually, what if you do that on a directory? I wonder if that would work. Path dot base name, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, it does work. Okay, easy peasy. But if I do that on this, it's going to return f.txt. So I need to get the dir name and then the base name of the dir name. Okay, got it. So get last directory name path, return path. Oh, we can't do it that way. Path to something, path string. I don't know. Path dot base name of path dot dir name of that. And that's what we're going to need over here. So const last directory equals this. And we'll just write this here, last directory. And also the path to the file, I guess. I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly every step of the way. We'll eventually get to the normalization process there, and then we'll just say return promise.resolve, and it'll act like it completed. So we have a path here. This is in projectiles. So yeah, it says projectiles. Then we have a path here. This is in UI, so it says UI. Perfect. Cool, cool, cool. So now what we want to do is we want to normalize this. Normalize and output to temp slash last directory slash sound whatever dot wave. Yeah. So how do we do that? Return normalize with ffmpeg. So path to file, definitely that, and then we'll say temp output location, and that temp output location is going to have to be path.join. Oh, what's the temp folder called? This one. And then after that is going to be last directory, and then after that is going to be just the name and extension of the file. So we put this here. And what this should do is, one, take a long time, and two, produce all of these files correctly. So let's go take a look. We go into the temp folder, and right now I got a bunch of music stuff. I'm just going to delete all that. No, never mind. Oh, this is my backup folder. Okay, let's not do that. Let's try this again. So in my non-backup temp folder, we're going to delete all of that. What time is it after your lunch? Like 1 or 2 p.m. PST? So currently we're in Pacific Daylight Time, so it's PDT, and that means that after I'm done with lunch, it's usually about 1 p.m. Today might be a little bit unusual because I'm going to be ending the stream in about, like 40 or 50 minutes, and then I might not start up again until the usual post-lunch time. Hey, Pawn. Delete everything. Well, thank goodness I didn't. So hopefully this worked. That was very fast. What happened here? emp hit.wave. No such file or directory. Oh, we gotta create. Oh, darn it. Created a music folder, but it couldn't do anything else here. Oh, this would be really bad if I just messed any of this up. Hopefully there was just an error for all of this stuff, right? Unexpected exit code. This ran once. It says normalizing on all of these though. That's... Well, anyway, it fails because it can't find the folder. That makes sense. I just need to create all these folders, which is probably going to be kind of annoying, to be honest. So we need to go through all of our input folders. Maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe we just do this. For each sound folder name. And then we say make dir if not exist. And path to sound folder. Well, temp path to sound folder. Path to temp sound folder. Something like that. Path.join. Path to temp files. And then sound folder name. And then make that. And that'll hopefully work. Nope. Almost. We made game, but we didn't make the ones underneath game now. God, this is annoying. So we need to get all the directories underneath all of the sound folders and make all of those. No, that's a bad idea. What am I talking about? We need to no. Last directory name. Nice and tonic. Okay, this is a little bit more complex than that. So I have in my input, I have a bunch of these folders. These folders shouldn't be considered at all in the output. So basically they should just go into the game folder eventually. That's why this was failing, because it's trying to put them into attack hits and whatever else. So what we need to do is get rid of this last directory here. We would just say, actually be the second last directory, which also isn't going to help us, is it? Okay, let's take a look at this. I know what we have to do here. We need to get just this path for pretty much all this stuff. Is there an easy way to do this? In process sound, do we have any? We have sound folder name. Yeah, that'll probably work. Yeah, so we just do this. Path to temp output, in this case, is going to be path to temp and then sound folder name. Yeah, we just pass this into that function. Are you still struggling with this, Syntonic? Man. Oh wait, this is just your commit? It's still ridiculous that this needs to happen for a React router. I am truly sorry for your loss. You're done? Good. Dust your hands off. So Programmer D and I have been playing a lot of StarCraft. Syntonic knows about this because we played yesterday. But we were trying to beat 4 computers, just the 2 of us, and we finally did it yesterday. StarCraft geniuses. Glad you got the reference, Pawn. Pawn, have you seen that video about a bunch of people searching Yahoo Answers for like pregnancy questions, but they misspell pregnant? That video is hilarious. Oh, that violates the whole one purpose per commit. It was my BT rush. Wait, what is BT? BC, battle cruisers. Battle cruisers. So path to temp output, we got to put this up here. Yep. And then when we try figuring out where to put this thing, we just put it here. Yeah. Can someone link in that video for anyone who doesn't know about it? Is needed so that we ignore any subfolders in the input that are just for organization, e.g. sound/game/foo and sounds/game/bar should both go to sound/game. Well, temp/sound/game. Oh my god. So temp sounds game would be this in this case. Yeah. Thanks, Blueberry King. What an age we live in, where there can be like 40 misspellings of pregnant. And that's that. This should work. Let's try it out. Nope, it failed. Result too large. What is this trying to do? I haven't seen that error message before. What are we even trying to run here? Where's the command? I guess I'll have to print this out. So here are all the args. So let's print all of that. So stringify, well, we don't really have args. I guess we'll just take this. FFmpeg args. And that'll be that. Okay, cool. So now let's try any of these commands. Let's take this one for example. Wait, this can't fail. This is just doing a pass over the file. Let's run this with just one file. Where is this? Here. Process all sounds in folder, sound file paths. So we'll just do this. We'll say, we'll just delete that for now. We'll say let sound file paths equals head sound file path. There. So we'll only ever take one of these. And then we'll, where's sound folder names? Yeah, we'll just change this too. So that's just processing exactly one file. Hopefully that works. Good. But it says it worked correctly. Oh, whoa, where'd all these come from? That means it did work. So that means it's just one of these is failing? And it's a particular file? Huh. So if we got rid of this, and if there was a particular error, we caught that specific error. Error processing sound folder. We don't want that. No. We don't want any of that. What we want is this. And really normalize with FFmpeg should have a catch here. No, it doesn't. Okay. Console.error, error processing, what is it, path to input? Throw error. We'll just do this. And that way we'll find out exactly what's going wrong here. It worked? It's a UI file that's not working? What? What? Yeah, it's a UI file that's not working. Error processing UI2.wave. Why does that one fail and all the other ones work? UI2, it's right there. It's not, it's 0 bytes now. Is everything 0 bytes? Uh-oh. No, these are all fine. Yeah, it's just the UI sounds that are failing. Were these 0 bytes to begin with and I somehow messed them up over here? No. They're correct over there. So how could I possibly mess this up? Huh. Yeah, I wonder if this just works normally though. Normalizing input UI, UI2. I wonder if it's the space in the name. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Missiles alternate, which missiles is spelled wrong there. It's not my doing. Yeah, so here are the args. Let's just try this on the command line. First, we need to get rid of all the array cruft here. I think it's a TP out of range. It needs more toilet paper. Where? Oh. I wonder if it's because this has 2 decimal points. I don't know what this represents, but yeah, you may be correct there. In which case, I would just need to truncate this number. Oh, yeah. Good call. Good call. Yeah, -90. Thank you. Thank you for that. Wow. Wow, I don't need to do anything here. Thank goodness someone's reading these error messages. Because I'm not. Okay, I'll just find that TP argument here. Output TP. Is this input or output that we need? There's TP and then measured. No, measured can't be it. So it's gotta be output TP. This parse float. So we need to clamp this. in the range -9 to 0. FFmpeg just requires this to be clamped. I should probably look at the rest of this stuff. I wonder if they mention that on here. Oh, they do. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Urgent. Call your congressman. Hey, Lazinator. Can someone explain what he's doing? So what I'm doing... Hey, Sergeant Hacker. What I'm doing is I am working on a game called Botland. And yeah, you subbed Ingvar, but you didn't... Yeah, it's always -9 and 0, yeah. I'm working on a game called Botland, and it's going to be in beta in 8 days. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking all the audio files in the game, and I'm trying to make sure that they're normalized. So I was showing what the problem was beforehand. These waveforms, well, this is not the problem. This is after I fixed the problem. But you can see that these peak at about the same amount in each waveform. The sound files do not do that. So if I go into the sound files, let's take a look at just some of these, for example. So this one, look at that. It peaks at 1. So this is very loud. So if I were to play the sound file in the game, you'd need to probably turn down this sound file, but maybe not some of these. And to be honest, some of this normalization may not be a good idea, because maybe there should be some sounds that are louder than others, but we can worry about that later. For now, I think it's just normalizing all this. Hey, Xylem, do I take backups of my files? Yeah, I take them based on how important they are. So some things I actually would... It'd be annoying to lose them. For example, I have this toggle words file, and like I don't want to have to retype all these things, but if I lost this, it's not the end of the world. So I back this up maybe once every 6 months or something. Yeah, there's a bunch of these specific for Botland too. But Botland code, that's backed up pretty frequently. There's some utility programs that are backed up like every once in a while. So almost all of these things need to be clamped. We need to just get every single one of these values. That way we don't mess this up. Did I see Python? I don't know what I just showed you. I already forgot. Okay, so -70 to -5. So clamp from -70 to -5. LRA range is 1 to 20. LRA range is 1 to 20. TP is -9 to 0. Measured I doesn't matter because it's measured. And then offset. Offset is -9 to 99. But okay, fine. Okay, let's try that out. Oh darn it, I messed this up, didn't I? Input I, oh my god. It's this one that needs to be clamped? I have no clue. Well, let's just try it. This might screw everything up. Value 0 for parameter I is out of range, -70 to -5. I equals output I. -70 to -5. Why did that not work? Oh, whoops. Wrong parentheses. Yeah. Hey, it worked. Nice. Okay, so that was step 1. Now we have like a million more steps. So this is finished. Let's convert all these to steps. That one's done. Next is convert to MP3. So where we have process sound, we are now done with the first part of this. Normalize with FFmpeg. Next is convert to MP3. So this is path to file. I don't think that's even correct, is it? No, I don't think this is correct. What's going on here? Path? Oh man, no, this can't be right, can it? I don't think so. I don't understand how this is working then. Because what I'm saying here is I'm saying normalize this file and put it in the temporary output. and then convert an unnormalized file and put that in temporary output? That doesn't make any sense. Let's have just process music run for a second here. Where is that? Here. So normalizing builder.wave and putting it in temp, and then converting. Oh, it does convert it from temp. What? How does that work? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, so here we just reverse the source and the destination apparently. That doesn't make any sense either though, right? And this path is going to be wrong too. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, well, this is what we need to do in process sound, so we got to figure out how this is going to work. Let's go back to this, where we just use this as a sound folder name, and we do this again, so that we just have one sound being processed. Right now, all it does... Yeah, it's going to put this in the music folder. That's the problem that we're running into here. We got to fix that. So convert to MP3. We got to get rid of this. We just have to. We need to know where to output this, but I don't think this can know. The way I did it here is I specified the temp output location. Why would I do this if I'm just going to ignore this anyway, right? Input files. What did the music one say? Converting input files. And the output location is the exact same location though. Temp music robo hustle. So this is the issue here, right? We should just specify. We can use path to file for just for figuring out the output. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Yeah, I think we'll just change this here. Hey Kenzo Dev, how you doing? Happy Monday. MP3 output location. So that's what we need to do. Is put this here. And now we get rid of this stuff and we pass in MP3 output location to that. And then we reverse the order of these because it doesn't make any sense to have the destination first. And we go fix that too. And that's that now. Okay. Now to do the second one. Hey Jonas, how's it going? Yeah, today I'm going to end the stream in about half an hour and then come back after lunchtime, hopefully. The whole reason I keep saying hopefully and I'm not sure what's going to happen is because my back has been hurting a lot and it's like right at the brink of me just being like bedridden for 2 days. And I'm hoping it doesn't get to that point. So as long as we don't hit that point, then I'll be back after lunch. Otherwise, I'll be writhing in pain. Work requires full consciousness. See you after lunch. Okay, yeah, and take care. Oh, thanks for the host, Jonas. Forgetting it. Yeah, welcome everyone from Jonas' stream. Hey, Tupperbox. So I am working on... Oh, thank you for resubbing. Yeah, 14 months, Tupperbox. Wow. Yeah, I'm working on a game called Botland, for anyone who doesn't know, and it's going to be in beta in 8 days. Hey, Desoxyfedrin, I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch yet. My wife actually is going to be joining me for the appointment that we're going to, so we'll figure something out together, I think. Yeah, so 8 days away from beta, and we are scrambling to get some things done that need to be done. So today is working on, well, this morning at least, for the next half hour I'm going to be working on audio normalization. That way, whatever sound effects play in the game don't need to be leveled like this. where you've got one of the sound bars turned way down. Ice cream lunch date. So temp output location. I gotta fix this part up. Let's see. So we have the path to the original sound file. That's not going to be used here. We want to convert this to itself. Which, honestly, that's how this other thing should work too, isn't it? It's already in the temporary output location, so we can just do this. Oh, thanks, Emberry. Hey, Wanted. No, it's... No. I would... No, it's oxyveteran. Okay, so now we have temp game artillery hit being converted to temp game. Oh, that's wrong. Darn it, I knew I messed something up. MP3 output location just needs to have the file name, not the extension on it. It's kind of annoying. Well, what we could do, we could say over here, we know this is going to end in MP3. So if it has an extension already, just get rid of it. That way it works. But what happens if you try getting the extension of a directory? Path dot, what is it, ext name? Yeah, path dot ext name A, B, C, D is nothing. So it does search for a dot. I see. And then that's too bad, OptiGuy. Only I can do a great job. Anyway, stop spamming my proxy, everybody. So let's check this. If path.xname mp3 output location dot to lowercase equals mp3, or is not equal to mp3. Actually, if it's anything, just get rid of it. Yeah, let's just check that. X of file equals path.xname mp3 output location. If not is empty x of file. No, and buried. Oh, I see what you did there. I'm a little dense right now. So we want to remove this JavaScript string replace regex. I always forget the syntax for this. I think it's just dot replace, but it's still worth looking at. Yeah, it's just dot replace. So mp3 output location equals mp3 output location dot replace. So we want to replace the... Wait, how do we form a regex out of a variable in JavaScript? Huh. Oh, we do regex p. Where is it? Where's the syntax? Let's do it this way. Yeah, there it is. Got it. And then there are flags. And the flags we want is going to be just G. And I guess I. Yeah. Why Bing? Hey, that guy in. I have a command just for that. I have a command for everything, actually. So our regex in this case is going to be this, which is going to be the extension of the file, and it's got to be at the end of the string. And then it's got to be case insensitive and global. Not global. We don't care about global. Just case insensitive. And then we replace that with nothing. And that's that. And now ideally this would work. You kind of can Nuffly, but I have a variable that I need to use in there, so I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, did this finally make it? Did we do it? Did we do it, Reddit? If I go to temp and I go to game, let's just delete this whole thing and run it again. and it made artillery hit.mp3. And this should be normalized. So let's go take a look. The old artillery hit was very loud, and this new artillery hit is normalized. Perfect. And this one should be normalized too, actually. Well, that's a WAV file, yeah. Great. Oh boy, what's up next then? So convert to MP3. Now run Audio Sprite to get JSON files. That's not how we do this. It's combine all of the MP3s in a single folder into I don't know how this works. We're gonna have to look this up. Game sprites. We make a WAV file out of all of these. I'm pretty sure I need to do that somehow. Yeah. So combine all the MP3s in a single folder into a single WAV file. So wait, the MP3 process shouldn't have happened, should it? Oh god. That was a waste of time. So it's combine all the waves into a single WAV file, and then convert that wave to MP3 and WebM. This process I think is really important so that people don't get their eardrums blown out when they play the game, but it's pretty tedious. Yeah, so we gotta change how process sound works. This says convert to MP3. So the only thing we really care about then, we normalize it with FFmpeg. And if I don't do this step, and I delete my entire temp folder, yeah, who needs them? Let's make a def simulator. Only there's no going back. Hey, Endorn, how you doing? How you dornin'? Fawn's been a mod for a while, actually. So this should pollute this directory with a bunch of WAV files. Yeah, now we want to combine them all into one. And in order to do that, we have to run this command, I'm pretty sure. So let's go figure this out. How is streaming Endorn? I'm sorry I didn't get to drop in at all. This weekend has just been weird. I've been trying to do a lot more work for Botland since beta's coming up so soon. Okay, so this will be, we want to output it to the exact same folder. So we're going to put this here, game, and then -f howler ewave, and then our input is going to just be ./star.wave, and we get rid of all of this stuff. So let's try running this command. We're going to do this over here, I guess. Hey, why not? How's it going? And hey, Sky's the official. Search online to find out how to create a login and register form, C# WinForm. What database do you suggest? You can use any database. I don't think it's going to change too much early on. But, oh man. Welcome back. Thanks for resubbing, why not? 9 months. And Perry's using his own command. It's too late, Perry. Too late. That's your 3. Yeah, so for this, what we want to do is go to that sounds folder, go to temp, I guess, and run this and hope that it works. That did not work. Why didn't that work? Audio sprite -o temp/game fe wave, got it. Yeah, so then maybe it's this that's causing it to fail. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's going on? Yeah, what is going on? Okay, let's just read this. Audio sprite options. So we want -o, name for the output files, default output. Maybe it's because of this. Maybe we just put game there. still not working. What's next? Dash F is the format, so we specify howler. Dash E is the export type, MP3. We want it to be a wave. Does it not do that? It has to do that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this command in here. And then we specify start.wave. I don't get what I'm doing wrong right now. Oh, there's nothing in here. It can't find any. Oh my god, this is why you should read error messages. Okay, there. So we make a bunch of these and we end up with game.wave and game.json. Yeah, so this is the command we want to run. And we just need to make sure we're running it from the right place. Whew. We are gonna get there. So we process each individual sound to normalize it, but then we do stuff using all of the sounds. So now I need to run this. Yeah, the stream is only going to be another 19 minutes, and then I need to go to an appointment, and then I'll try to be back in the afternoon. And in the afternoon, I'm going to be working on whatever is whatever's remaining of this. And then also one of the other things we need to do is we need to take the music for... Where is it? We need to take the music for this, and I need to mix this a little bit better. And we'll possibly look at the instrumentation too. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at all that stuff today. But yeah, a lot of that's gonna be afterward. Yeah, DST ruins it for you. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'll be back in about 3 hours once I go to that appointment. So now I need to run this command, which is function combine wave sprites into single wave. 19 or 90, the smaller one. So yeah, about 20 minutes from now is when I'll be going. And we'll just specify a sound folder, or just a folder, path to folder, something like that. And what this needs to do is run audio sprite in a very particular way. So we want this command, audio sprite -o. This is, I'll just write file name here, I guess. This will be here, -f howler -e wave, and then input file is going to be star.wave. So we run that. Now what am I missing? I didn't specify path to folder anywhere. Oh, I see. Well, that's the output anyway. Okay, this is done poorly. Yeah, I need to change this. So this needs to be path to folder. Input folder. Good. And then output folder and name. And so we just do that. Then we run this down here. Okay, so our input folder is just going to be this. And our output is going to be output sprites output and name is going to be temp file sound folder name, so it's going to be that path to temp output. And then we also want, wait a second, it's going to be the exact same thing as this, path to temp output, path to temp output. Let's try that, see if that works. I'm not super confident about this, but we'll check it out. Okay, so we're going to delete the temp folder again. Can't do that because Audacity is open. We delete this. Oh, there it goes. No, except for that one. Why can't I delete this thing? Oh, there we go. I see. It was because this thing had it open. Yeah, so now I can delete that folder too. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now we're going to run this, and what we should see is game.wave. Where is game.wave? Oh god, it did not produce a game.wave. Oh, there it is. It's just in the wrong folder. Okay. How did that end up in the wrong folder? Combining waves from input folder into output folder. We know this is wrong. I don't know why yet. So what is it saying? Temp/game into temp/game. Oh, temp/game is what it needs to be. Oh boy. Okay, so then that shouldn't be too bad. So we'll call this output folder and name, sprites output folder and name, equals path.join, path.temp output. And this will be the sound folder name again. So this will look something like temp/sounds temp game. The last game is just the name of the sprite output. So it'll end up as game.wave in that case. And then we pass this into here, we rerun all of this, and we get game.wave. Perfect. So now if we get rid of that and we get rid of, apparently UI shows up in require, so that was a bad thing to search for. Now we do this and we try this again, deleting all of that. And we end up with game.wave in here, should get produced, there it is, and game.json, and this should be a normalized file. And the only way to check that is to open up Audacity. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably correct, but it's hard to tell from just that. And some of these look like they're louder than others, but maybe that's just a very brief thing. Yeah, like this, for example. I don't want to deafen everybody, but I do kind of want to hear how this sounds. Okay, well, I'm warning you. This might be loud. Is that loud or no? Doesn't sound bad to me. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Hey, Badr. Okay, good. So we are cooking. Now what? So combine all the waves, we're done, and then convert that to MP3 and WebM. Let's go do that step. Process sound. So process sound, we don't need any of this stuff anymore. Can you mute OBS's audio? Yeah, I can. I don't mind the stream being able to hear it. It's just I didn't want it to be too loud for you guys. And yeah, I'm doing well. I'm really excited about beta. Man, there's a lot going on. I need to reach out to more streamers, I think. I've contacted 2 streamers who, actually no, I've contacted 1 streamer who's never been in the stream before. And he actually said he couldn't stream Botland, but that's okay. Okay, so then process sound. The last thing we need to do here is this. Convert to MP3, and that's of this thing. So it's gonna be game.wave. So sprites output, sprites combined file equals Yeah, that. So convert this to MP3. How do we do that? Convert to MP3 input files and then MP3 output location. Input files in this case is going to be this, and the output location is going to be that same folder. I sure hope so. Let's try that out. Lost interest in creative streams. Yeah, I think that happens kind of across the board with just streams in general. Like, even if I'm watching speedrunners, every once in a while it's like, oh, they're restarting the game again, they're restarting the game again, they're restarting the game again, and I'm like, I mean, I'd like to just see a run get going. I'm sure they would too. I'm sure it's not easy for them. But yeah, then I just stop dropping in until enough time has passed. So let's try running this again. Hey, Gun Dogs. I'm doing well. This stream is about to end in 8 minutes. I have an appointment that I thought was tomorrow. I mean, this would have just happened tomorrow, that I would have had to end the stream early. But yeah, that I meant to give you guys more warning than this. Okay, did this work? Oh, it's in the wrong folder again. So this... How does this work? MP3 output location. Path to temp output. Does this print out? Yeah, converting to something else. /temp/game. That's not what I want to have happen here. Ruined my whole day. Oh yeah, Badr, what I was getting at is like, I think that getting burnt out on a certain kind of media, it just happens. That'll happen every once in a while too, even with TV for me, where I'm watching a TV show and I'm like, I'm just done with it. I don't need to see the rest of the season. So this is another one of those cases where I need this. And I don't like that. So game.mp3, there it is. And this should be normalized. And then there's one last thing to do with all of this stuff. It's convert to WebM. So we'll just type WebM here. And how does this work? Path to file. Seriously? Oh, we can't do that anymore. Yeah, I'll be back after, but it'll be like 2.5 hours after. Oh man, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this in the next 7 minutes. Let me think about this. Path to MP3 file. Path.join here. Yeah, we would need to change this. What if we just put it in the same folder? Hey, Bosa. Yeah, so that's the last step that I need. The problem is that this assumes that it's a music file. We need to re-parameterize it. And then the final thing we need to do is move all relevant files to the output directory. Do this for music too. It's lower on this list. And then this is done. Do a run through the game to make sure music is good. Fade in music, fix all that stuff. Yeah, today's going to be a lot of audio related work. But I think that's probably it for now, given that I don't think I can do this task in the next 5 minutes. And that's all I really have left until I need to leave. So I will try to find someone to host. Let's see. Okay, we're going to host Drunk Devs. We were promised 5 more minutes. Too bad. Yeah, so just FYI, yeah, it's 10:25 for me right now. At about 1 my time, so 2.5 hours from now, I should be back online for another like 4 hours, let's say. So that's what we'll do. Thanks for watching so far. Sorry again about the weird schedule. I'm going to go host Drunk Devs. So have a good rest of the day. Hopefully see you in about 2.5 hours. Take care.